I'm gonna ask a question. Please answer if you can. If any of you people can tell me what is the soul for man? What is the soul for man? Want somebody tell me. Answer if you can. Want somebody tell me what is the soul for man? What is the soul for man? I traveled different countries, I traveled foreign land. I found nobody could tell me what is the soul for man? What is the soul for man? I saw crowds been talking, I just came up in time. The teachers and the doctors and the lawyers say a man ain't nothing but his mind. A man ain't nothing but his mind. Want somebody tell me, answer if you can. I want somebody tell me, what is the soul of a man? What is the soul of a man?
What's going on, everybody? What's going on, DJ? OP, Eyes, what's going on? Killer Steve. Fly Paste. Martyr, what's going on? Jake. Jake, how's it going, man? Mundane Wayne, Roaring Flames, all the breaks. Sean Dragonite, what's going on? My favorite contender for the least giving RP award? Wait a minute.
I read the Bible often. I try to read it right. As far as I can understand, ain't nothing but a burning light. Ain't nothing but a burning light. Well, Christ stood in the temple.
You're in for some RP today. I'm in for some getting stripped of the badge RP, getting flogged in the middle of town RP, mock execution, and then pardon at the last second RP. Out of there.
Howdy.
Is that Hathaway? I haven't seen him in such a very long time, man. No idea what he looks like anymore. Looks like him, though. Hair. Eyes, what's going on? What's going on? Thank you so much for the sub, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm glad you've been enjoying it enough that you decided to sub, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, really. Can I get something more foreboding? Man. Oh, man. The worst part, I don't think the 10-ton gang are even close to coming out. So I can't even finish my storyline with them before I lose the badge, man. Can't wait for my favorite part of each stream. Graham's patented forced perma. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Is there anything in there?
Nothing new from what I can see.
I spotted it, or I seen there's a tip there that the North Gang being spotted up in, Big Valley. But I was the only one to respond, so I had to detach from that.
The North Gang, I don't believe I'm familiar.
They usually like to stay out west, but they are troublemakers, violent.
Bit of an oxymoron then, the North Gang stays out west.
Yeah. Now, they don't like to rob people out west, so they do come here to do that. But it's made of an Anderson, a Roxana, and what was the other one? Deborah James. All wanted.
They dangerous folk?
I've been in a shootout with them before. They don't hesitate to shoot.
Right. Well, shit.
You just woke up? I was here before. No one was around.
Right. Just woke up down at the place not too far. Them hotel here.
Oh, yeah. That's fair enough.
So I gotta clock on.
I don't believe I'm familiar, partner, with your name. I apologize.
No apology needed. There's lots of faces in the department these days. My name's Deputy Frank Sachs.
Frank Sachs. Any
Correct.
relation to fellow that passed away?
No, he's Deputy Slacks. I'm just Sachs, like the instrument.
Oh, Sachs.
That's right.
Slacks. All right.
Dead end gang shootout with law. Oh, damn, Dalloway just got tagged on it.
They still ain't found Leon Buckley. Shit.
They just let it be, man. Hank
That's
Hansen
another
shoots
deputy.
at Renee.
I'm familiar with them.
Leon Buckley, I've heard the name recently. I've seen some of the business with him, being gone and all that. Know anything about that?
I was talking about it with Benny and Cleo yesterday in Armadillo.
Right.
We just put a little bit more evidence in there, matched the prints. That's about it. No other leads from that.
Well,
You know, it comes a time when someone's been missing for so long that the flame of hope starts to dwindle, starts to get faint. I'm hoping he's alive.
I hope so as well. I know they found young Miss Braithwaite. I think they did at least. So, there's hope, right? She was missing for a while.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
All right. I'm not seeing any pop ones. We'll finish later. That's all. That's the whole report. Is we'll finish later. Ansberg anarchist. Where did you see that? Where did you see Ansberg anarchist? Oh, I see him. Poster found in Ansberg advertising anarchy. No gods, no masters, no state, only people. The police do not protect the interests of the people. They are only to protect the interests of capital. They are the manifestations of the state's monopoly of violence.
I'm gonna head up to Painted Sky. There's a cadet getting some training.
All right, man. Take care, partner, and I guess teach that cadet well. See you
Hey, you
around.
take care, right? Hopefully see you around.
That's right.
Fuck, I should have talked more to him, man. I think he was wanting to talk. I just woke up, man. I'm reading all the reports and everything. So, now that guy's not here, I guess, So, I forget who
What's
postulated
going
this.
on?
Oh, Christ.
Clementine? Wait, never mind. That's not Clementine. That's, well, that's someone that, blindly chose their clothing this morning. I apologize.
Excuse me? I'm an explorer. I'm exploring.
Exploring what?
The crossing.
What about the crossing?
I'm looking for carts.
Oh, there it is. Well, I can tell you where to get cards, the card store.
No, I gotta find special ones.
Special cards, what's so special about them?
They look different and they're nice.
Look different and they're nice. Well. You ain't picking up no cards with no naked ladies on it, are you?
No.
All right, good. Clementine, that stuff rots your
maybe.
brain.
Who knows?
Oh, Clementine. That stuff rots your brain, Clementine.
Are you on duty?
I'm on duty, but I'm about to go and ride in the wilderness for 30 minutes while
I'm sorry.
Your hat was put on the wrong way.
No, it's not. Where are
It
you
was.
going?
I'm gonna ride into the wilderness for 30 minutes and think to myself and think about what it means
You
to be
better
a
not be thinking about those
villain
naked
in the
card
modern
ladies.
day. I ain't thinking about no naked card ladies.
You better not be.
I'm not.
You want to come card exploring with me?
Yes, but I also have this thing I want to talk to myself about under my breath.
Are you going crazy in your old age too?
No, God forbid a fella needs to work something out in his own head. He needs to work something out to himself so that he can look at the world.
Fine, I get it. You're mad at me. I get it.
Why do you think I'm so mad at you, Clementine?
Because I told everyone your stupid secret. But
Well, I am mad at that.
I was worried
but
about
I
you.
want to say I am mad at that. So don't expect no sympathy and don't expect me correcting the record, because I am mad about that. But I ain't as mad as you think. And I don't like that you keep pointing it out.
Well, I don't like that you keep giving me this passive-aggressive attitude that's also
That's just how
aggressive.
That's just how I talk. That's just my demeanor.
No, it's not. You were so
Yes,
much
it
nicer.
is.
You were so much nicer to me than before.
I was
I think
nicer
God
before.
forbid I tell another sheriff that you're dying. God forbid.
Well, don't you think that dying does something to a fella and it makes him a little less jovial than before?
God forbid I got a little bit confused on how to handle your situation and ask for advice from someone.
What are you asking for advice for? I'm the one dying.
How am I supposed to support you with that? I don't know.
You know, back in my day, folks used to take all their problems, let them build up, and then when they died, all their problems went with them.
No, because all your problems just get transferred to the people around you.
Maybe I
Like
just did a
me.
bad job keeping it to myself there.
Look, you have to forgive me.
Or what?
Or you'll die being angry at me, and that's not something that I want to live with, so forgive me.
You know, Clementine, come on, don't fall back there. Before Juniper Ripley passed, she was real terse with me. Because I'd gone to her sister. And I didn't realize how difficult the situation between them was. And I might have said something a little knuckleheaded to her.
Oh? I also had a small argument with Junie before she passed.
Don't feel good. Definitely don't.
I think we kind of made up for it. I wanted certain people at Grandma Goose's funeral. She didn't. It was kind of complicated. But I didn't want to tell those people they couldn't go because I wanted them there, so I made her do it. And she did it. No questions asked. She really impressed me. Because I struggle with that sometimes. I mean, now I'm a lot better. Mainly because I just think of her in that moment.
She was a real mature young lady. She was. I ain't mad at you, Clementine.
It's okay if you are. I would be too.
Well, I am mad at you, but I don't want you to think I'm mad at you.
Well, I'd rather you tell me the truth, even if it's bad.
Let me try something else. I forgive you, Clementine. That's true.
I don't know if you remember back when I used to do a lot of criminal stuff. I don't think you knew me back then, but you ever hear of the Summers Gang or Redwater Company? Either.
Christ, I'm sorry. I've literally been cleaning these since yesterday. They started at Flatneck, by the way.
Oh, dear.
They started at Flatneck.
I
They're
think there's one across the road. I'll
There
clean
is,
that one.
there is. I never cleaned. I was busy yesterday. They started at Flatneck, Clementine.
Alright, there you go. At
Well,
least we'll always have this trail, Pop.
I vaguely remember someone by the name of Summers. And I remember that water company, although I remember the water being a different color.
It was definitely Redwater Company. There was a woman that
You
went
say
with them.
so.
Her name was Hawk, and I liked her a lot. I looked up to her. She was kind to me
Keep
in her
talking.
whole world. Is there another one?
Yeah, just keep talking. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. She was. I'll wait until you're back on the horse.
All right, I will ignore any other ones that I see to not ruin this further.
No, it's okay. We'll keep doing it. This is our job right now, professional cleaning. I'll clock in when we get to town. But the moral of the story is I liked Hawk a lot. I looked up to her a lot. She was kind to me from a very cruel world when I was left behind by everybody else. I found her mining in Sisika, and we got really close after that, or I thought we were close. I mean, maybe not in her perspective. She did give me a horse when she died, though. But she was really sick for a long time and didn't tell me. So I find it really hard when people hide stuff like that from me or from others that they care about. Because had I known she was sick before and this treatment she needed was $10,000, Bob. It was like $10,000 to $20,000. And if I had known before, I could have helped save money for it, you know?
Right.
I feel like I let her down. But it's funny.
Blame yourself for that, Clementine.
Well, she ended up robbing St. Denis Bank, and you know who took her down in the end?
Oh.
Windward. And I said this to their face the other day. I should hate Rabbit. I have more than enough reason, more than anybody in the crossing to hate them for who they've taken from me. I just don't. I trust them completely. And honestly, I think that's the way Hawk wanted to go down. So, I can't... I'm proud of you for you still being on your feet. And trying.
Morning.
Wait, this card's here.
So, Clementine, who was Rabbit to you? Really like your
Yeah.
parental guardian or something?
I would say more like a older sibling, a
right.
parental figure. Yeah, you're a little bit too close. I'm too embarrassed to pick this up in front of you.
God forbid you pick it
God
up right.
forbid you
God
watch
forbid
me
you pick it up.
hard. A little bit further.
Hold on. Just gotta. Even further?
Okay, Okay, I got that one.
Oh, that was... Why'd you do that with your fingers?
What did I do? Don't
You know,
touch my hands.
you know exactly what you did. That's why you didn't want me to see it.
Look, my little finger just gets a little bit twisted sometimes.
Hey, you missed one.
Fuck. All right, I'm gonna pick up the chewing tobacco. I'm gonna pick up the card. I can chew tobacco, right? That doesn't affect the lungs.
Man. Here, 2 cards for you.
Thank you. A strange man in Armadillo gave me some tonics.
Tonics for what?
So one's called Cabello, which is that is Espanol for horse, and that one makes you run fast.
Cabello.
And he said that this one here, Red Eye, makes you.
What exactly does it mean?
You know,
I don't know. Oh, more like a and then a Because I was thinking you were talking more instead of a And I was, you know, careful what you're putting in your body there, Clementine.
And then there's one called Mercy, which is if you're in a lot of pain, it'll help you push through it.
Interesting.
Would you like a vial of the Mercy?
Well, I still got, I'd say about half of that tonic Mr. Redlands prepared for me. It's been helping. But yesterday up in that snow, up in Coulter, we had a fight with the Wallaby Kid and his lot. And by the end of it, chest didn't hurt as much. I wasn't breathing as hard as I would normally. Cool mountain air up there is nice.
I find it really hard to breathe when I'm up in Coulter. It just stresses me out. Not like you bad, right? Because you get really, really bad. I just mean that I don't like the water. I'm terrified of it. I don't like the cold. I ain't good with it whatsoever.
I'm trying to think what I'm gonna do if I lose this house, if I lose the ranch. Poker game set up for next Saturday. But we're fighting an uphill battle, right? We got probably the best poker player in the crossing showing up.
Tommy Two Snakes?
That's right, that's the one.
Wait,
Got him.
Is he playing or?
He's playing.
You know he's dead ass broke, right?
Well, he better make the money because I sent him an invitation.
Pop, Annalie told me they're all broke now. He bought an armored wagon.
Well,
He doesn't have anything other than that wagon.
he better scrounge up the money then.
That's
Otherwise,
why
he ain't sitting
Adelaide's
at
been
the
moving to
table.
Armadillo looking for other men. That's why she's trying to date Star.
Is that actually the case?
Yeah, because Tommy doesn't have anything.
Well, Christ.
And he left her because she revealed some information or something.
What do you mean?
I don't know, something about him being in trouble and it's all her fault. But she didn't say much else. But Adelaide's already sad because Mama Christine
Whoa,
tried
what?
to sell her out.
When she tell you this?
Yesterday?
Yesterday? What time yesterday?
When we were all in Armadillo.
Clementine, I think it's real important you tell me exactly what she said.
That was pretty much it. She spoke to Benny and I, but at separate times.
Benny talked to her too?
Yeah,
You think she would have mentioned that to him?
possibly. Me and Benny and I, our tactic was just to let her talk to us, I guess. But we weren't trying to push for nothing. Adelaide will spill it, you know, regardless. You just gotta be careful.
Right.
Or at least, you know, that's what we were hoping. Whether or not that's the case, I don't know. But yeah, Tommy's broke.
Now, just say it one more time, just so I know exactly what you said.
Well,
She
she
said-
said it to Benny that something to do with her telling somebody's. So what she said to me was she was trying to look out for her husband and make the decision to help him not get hurt, but it did the opposite. And now he's in trouble, and it's all
She
her
was
fault,
trying
and he
to
blames
look
her,
out
and
for
that's
her
why he's thrown
husband.
her out,
She told somebody something in order to help him,
right?
but it made things worse, and it put him in danger.
All right, Clementine. Let's move a little quick to town, all right? You got Benny's telegram number?
I can get it out of the registry, but I think I do.
All right.
I'm gonna present this, man.
Does that mean anything to you? Here, cut up left with
It might.
I'm gonna present this to fucking Coyote and Valentine, and they're gonna go, "Oh yeah, we already knew that." Fuck me then. Darth, what's going on? All right.
I got it.
All right. Leave me up inside.
Do you really think my exploring outfit looks bad?
I'm just being mean to you, Clementine. It looks terrible.
I thought it looked cute. What about if I... This is what I wear in Gorma.
That's a little better.
Oh, right. It's R for Little Romeo 040.
Sender. Benny. Oh, wait.
I'm gonna be right back.
Deputy Sullivan. Title.
Benny. Mr. Benny. I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about. You had.
Is that how you spell Adelaide? How the hell do you spell Adelaide? All right.
Have you seen this poster
lay.
here?
What's the poster?
Join the herd at Moonshine. We're looking for able-bodied workers to join us in supplying the crossing with good old-fashioned moonshine.
Oh Christ! They're advertising in the.
Oh,
in
it's
the telegrams
moonshine.
now.
Fuck me. It's fucking moonshine. It's milk.
What's moonshine?
My bad.
What the fuck is moonshine?
My bad. It's cow juice.
Cow juice.
It's milk. It's juice of the cow.
Well, I don't think milk is cow juice.
Is it not?
I wouldn't call
Can
it
not
that.
juice a cow for it?
Well, not really. I'll figure something out. Let me know when you're around and we can play.
All right, so Adelaide talked to someone in order to get Tommy out of trouble and shared some information, but all it did was make things worse.
Contact Coyote. Deputy Sullivan. 3X817. Mr. Diaz. Mr. Diaz. I was talking. Card game. Hosting soon. And she mentioned something to me about someone we were talking about the other day. Remind me to tell you when I sees you. Remind me to tell you, Mr. Diaz, I was talking to Clementine about a card game I'm hosting soon, and she mentioned something to me about someone we were talking about the other day. Remind me to tell you when I sees you.
Juicing a cow would involve squeezing it into a pulp. You know those like lemon squeezers that you put in the lemon and then you twist it? You put one of those on the udder.
Well, we need to go to the office after this.
Why's that?
I need to get changed and clock in.
Right.
I have to fight every urge to take the shortcut and then walk down the ramp like a normal person, man.
You gotta roll your ankle before you even get on duty.
Well, that's because I'm a spry little guy.
Say a spry little guy?
Don't worry about it. You haven't said anything about the poncho, by the way.
I didn't think I had to.
Ah! So sorry.
Do I got something on my shirt or something?
She said she's not. Howdy, Clementine. Howdy, Pop.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Howdy there.
No.
What's going on
Oh
in
no,
there?
he's crying.
They're waiting
what?
for
He's
the
crying
plane.
now.
Can I go in there and help my
No,
friend?
no.
I gotta make sure he's okay.
Let me
Dogs
check
around.
if he's okay.
If he's
Someone
crying,
just-
just punch him.
No, we don't do that.
It works.
I've seen it.
But I
before.
actually asked, and he said it sounded like he said it. Maybe he whispered.
I don't wanna
No,
lock the
swear
door,
I heard him
man,
say
but-
yes, he did whisper.
I probably should.
What's he talking about?
What's that?
I don't know.
I know what's going on. Calm down.
What?
If people are willing to let me borrow their horse, am I allowed to do that?
What is he talking about?
Did he confess something?
I don't know.
Is he confessing?
Why are you laughing?
Well, I'm so confused by this whole situation. I'm sorry.
I don't really see what's so confusing about it. He's sending himself in.
I don't know. I just have a, I
Nope.
just have a weird day. Okay.
Isn't it your job?
All right.
Looks
like
this
your
is my
friend's
dog,
up.
man.
Looks
An
like we
adult in my
gotta
existence.
execute him.
Oh my god.
Joke about that.
Come on, my friend.
You're not doing that.
I was gonna say something earlier, man. I was gonna go on a... I was gonna, like, go down a rabbit hole a little bit earlier. Does anyone... Does anyone know what I was gonna say, man? I remember being really excited to say it, and then Clementine walked in. A gibbon hole, nonetheless. I don't want to think about a gibbon's hole, man. Cow juice. Wasn't cow juice. It was like an hour ago. I was gonna... What was I saying? What was I saying, man? I gotta rack my mind. I gotta rack my brain. I can't even remember what it was leading that. About yesterday? No, it wasn't about yesterday. It's like on the tip of my brain, man. Let me retrace my steps. Let me retrace my steps. I was looking at the law clipboard. It's RP related. New moonshine deliveries. Hentung Gang's trying to fix the Rhodes Bank. That wasn't it. Eloise wakes up from her attack. There was an anarchy case. Anarchy case. Ansberg anarchist. Oh, yes! Yes, man. So... I played Sebas already, right? I've played Sebas already. And... With Sebas, he was a very unlikable criminal. And that was the point, is that he's an unlikable criminal. Right? He was a scumbag and he was sneaky and he was evil. And I've been trying to, in my mind, create a good justification, right? Create a good justification and a good, a good foundation to making a criminal that's likable, right? I've been trying to figure out why is Arthur so likable, right? Why do you follow that guy and why do you want him to succeed, right? Why do these people, right, who you watch do terrible things, terrible things in movies or video games or TV shows, why are they likable, man? Why are they likable? And I'm doing this in order to prepare for making a character that may be on the wrong side of the law, but is still a good character and you know, from the perspective of the stream, is still a character that you want to enjoy, you want to root for. Because I've done the Jeffy stuff, and Jeffy's just an awful person, right? Jeffy's just a terrible person. He's an Eric Cartman type character. And he's funny, but he's not likable. He's not supposed to be likable. So how do I make a character that's likable? Right? How do I make a character that's likable? You have to humanize them, right? You have to humanize them, and I think above all, if you give them, you know, obviously you give them very human traits, and you give them traits that you can feel inspired by, right? Traits that are admirable, right? And that doesn't mean, you know, that he's a good guy, right? Somebody's strong, somebody's skilled, somebody's talented. Those are you know, those are admirable traits. Right? Those are completely admirable traits. But what I'm struggling to figure out, right? what I'm struggling to figure out is the why, right? The why in creating a likable, relatable protagonist that does criminal activities. I heard horses over there. They're going the other way. I'm struggling to figure out the why, right? Like Arthur, when he starts the story, you know, he has the why of it being twofold, right? One, it was something he got into at a very young age. It's all he ever knew, right? But two, and the more pressing thing, right? The bigger thing is he has people that he sees as family and he respects and he loves and he cares for and he wants to provide for them. Right? At least in that aspect, I can't really do that because I can't just pull out a whole family out of my ass. Right? I can't just pull a whole family from my ass. People have to play that family. They have to be around. They'd have to want to play it. So that's not something that's gonna work. I forget who it was, but I was reading something. Somebody was like exploring kind of the modern concept of the criminal protagonist or the AJ, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. But caffeine, I want there to be a good justification. And this is the hardest thing in the world right now because I'm trying to in real life figure out how to justify being a criminal. Which is impossible, right? I'm trying to, in real life, figure out a good enough reason to justify somebody being a killer. And a thief. And there just isn't, so I'm struggling, man. But I was reading, and I forget who it was, some writer was talking about it. And they were talking about the idea of the modern protagonist. Right? Of the modern protagonist and the idea of the criminal hero. And the modern protagonist, right, is immediately justified, according to this person that I was reading, is immediately justified when you put them up against the institutions of racism, the institutions of sexism, the institutions of, I forget what the last one was. And I thought that was very interesting, man. Right? I thought that was very interesting that this writer was saying, in order to be a good hero and justify some of the actions that a criminal protagonist does, they have to be juxtaposed against a institution, right, that is evil in some way. Right? And OP, I think, is about to make the point that I was about to make. One of the struggles with Wild is the alternate history. The world being a lot less harsh can make it harder to come up with character motivations. I remember the guy who played Furio talking about how, in real life, Italian Americans would end up with mobs because of discrimination and poverty. Same thing with Irish Americans, same thing with Polish Americans, same thing with every racial group that comes to America and faces discrimination. But in Wild, they just have to be greedy, right? So I'm trying to think if there's a way, right? If there's a way that I can justify my character against, if I can make up some sort of evil institution to pit my character against. But it's very, very hard, man. But it's very, very hard because you got to remember that Saints Crossing, for all intents and purposes, is a completely altruistic. It's completely altruistic. It's a complete socialist state where all medicine is free. If you ask anybody anywhere, they will pay for your food. They will give you horses. They will give you guns. Right? So I'm trying to figure out what can this institution that my character's instantly pitted against, what can it be in this world that we live in where nobody owns property? Healthcare is completely free, paid for by the state. There's no taxes. There are no rich people that own things. Right? So I'm struggling to figure out how to come in and justify some. Oh! There's a transit authority that's paid for by the government. It's owned by the government, right? I have a few friends within the transit authority, and they made it very clear to them that the state owns the transit authority. The state owns all of all the railroads are nationalized, right? The state, right? But the same benevolent state that provides free health care to everybody. The same benevolent state that provides presumably hundreds of services without asking for any tax. They also control the newspaper. That's a good angle, right? Haven't lost the badge yet, man, but it's only a matter of time. Last I heard, and no one update me. Please, no one meta me. No one, please, God, don't fucking meta me. I will strike you down. But the last I heard, Sheriff Hurst was very angry at Coyote. And it seemed like Sheriff Hurst was gonna take away his badge. I don't know if they've had their conversation yet, so we're gonna have to see what happened. Even the law, you can outcry law as being corrupt, but the law of the crossing is the least corrupt law department of all human history. even compared to real departments in the modern day. What did Coyote do? He was investigating sheriffs after being told to multiple times not to do that. And then he set up a honeypot sting operation where it was a trap to expose if there was a mole in the department, and it ended up getting attacked, so his theory ended up getting reinforced. But everybody was upset at that, because apparently he didn't tell anybody. Right? He didn't tell anybody about it. Right? So I'm trying to think, man. I'm trying to think. What angle can I take? Right? What angle can I take that I can put myself up against things. So here's the thing, and I don't know if I'm gonna get. Here's the thing, man, because if I delve too much into the crossing does not feel like America, right? So normally on all my characters, I try to ignore the fact that it's a benevolent utopia that gives everything away for free and gets no taxes, right? And takes no taxes in return. They give everything out for free, period. And normally I try to ignore that. But I'm thinking, you know, what if I align with that alternate history, right? Make it part of the story. There are no elected officials in Saints Crossing, right? There's not a democracy in Saints Crossing. It's already an authoritarian state, but it's a benevolent authoritarian state. There's no one higher, realistically, in Saints Crossing than the deputy marshals and the marshals, right? It's a police state. But my only concern is, man, you know, people have tried to, like, follow, like, similar storylines in the past, and it gets them a lot of out of character heat for some reason, man. Right? It gets them, like, OOC heat, man, which, you know, it sucks, and I don't want to have to, like, fight an uphill battle against that. Remember when LJ and Billy protested in front of the medical office in Rhodes? I remember. I think any storyline, man, where a character is, like, demanding some sort of institutional change gets people kind of upset at you out of character for some reason, right? People, it feels like whenever you do that, and I've tried a little bit on Jimothy, tried a little bit on a few characters. It's something people don't really want to deal with. Right? or they feel like you're trying to do it on an out-of-character level. You're trying to, like, push those things. Right? So they think you're taking it out of character. There was some GTA guy on Twitch. You got bullied into oblivion because he played a bad guy. There were some posts about him doing it because he can't, but would do it IRL. Oh, who got... Man, I think you said I got somebody bullied, man. Oh my God. You got me sweating. Can you elaborate on that? There was some GTA guy on Twitch who got bullied into oblivion because he played a bad guy. There were some posts about him doing it because he can't, but would do it IRL. I know it's very difficult to be a bad guy, right? It's very difficult to be a bad guy because you're constantly putting yourself in the position where people think you're a bad guy in real life. And this has happened to me a lot. This has happened to people I RP with and I'm very close friends with a lot. You put yourself in the position of people thinking for some reason that you're a bad guy in real life and out of character getting upset at you, reporting you all the time. Going out of their way to, like, find things to report you for. Because they've taken the stance that you're a evil person in real life because you play an evil character. Which is such a bizarre thing, right? But I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. And it's really bad. Gus, man, and I want to make sure that I'm emphasizing this in a way that's very, very respectful, right? I want to make sure that I'm not shitting on people when I say this. I think everyone wants different things from their RP, right? I think there are people that when they RP, they don't really want any conflict. They want to RP more as a socialization platform than as a platform for storytelling. No, please, no one say any names or anything like that. Obviously, of course, no one call anybody out specifically. When I say that, I don't have anyone specific in mind. I'm not shitting on anybody that does play the game that way either. But I know for a fact 100%, that there are people that treat RP as a platform for socializing, right? Rather than a platform for storytelling. Right? And there are a lot of people that have characters where they put a lot of themselves, their own personality, their own opinions into their characters, right? And they dedicate themselves wholly to those characters. And when someone comes along and they challenge that character because of how much they put into themselves, you know, how much they put of themselves into their characters, it can feel to them that you are attacking them personally. Right? And it's a very tough situation. It's a very, very tough situation, right? Human nature's a bitch. Yeah. Yeah.
Fine morning, partner.
And even without somebody playing for more of a socialization aspect, there are still people that just take things a lot differently than other people, right? There's still people that are very protective of their characters, or, right, see an action that I think would be really, that I think is cool, right? Or someone else thinks is really cool, right? An action that somebody might not have 100% thought through. They just thought, oh, this would be cool if I do this, right? And they interpret it more as malicious, right? Let me give an example. This is an example that comes out of nowhere and is not based on anybody. Just for clarification. I'm a lawman, I'm chasing somebody away from a bank robbery, right? I'm chasing somebody away from, I'm chasing somebody out to a bank robbery. Out from a bank robbery. I cross a bridge, and all of a sudden, when I'm in the middle of that bridge, the bridge fucking explodes because there was a stick of dynamite in the middle of that bridge. Right? There are some people that would see something like that and they'd get really upset out of character, right? Oh man, these guys, they're scum, man. They really suck, man. They, you know, they just shut me down immediately. I wanted a cool chase, but you know, they blew us up, man. They're trying to force perma my character. Me, man, if I knew there was fucking dynamite, I would be swerving into the dynamite, man, because that's fucking cool. That's cool, man. That's cool. If I knew there was dynamite in the middle of the road, I would swerve to the side of the road with the fucking dynamite on it. But there are people that you know, they feel different ways about different things, right, man? Edgar and Sebas betraying someone after every job probably upset a person or two. I mean, you know, definitely. Definitely. We had to stop playing those characters, man, because they were a little too dastardly and they were really rubbing people the wrong way. They were just a little bit too dastardly, man. They should know what they're getting into with Edgar, though. Not really. Not really. I mean, we all know who Edgar is, right? But a new guy that's kind of like first really experiencing, you know, Crim. They're like a new... They haven't really met a lot of people before. You know? They would have no idea. They would have no idea. Yeah, not everybody knows. Right? And then all of a sudden, man, this guy fucks you hard, right? And I think it's very natural to be upset by it. I think if I was still... If this was like 2 years ago, man, and I was first starting on the server, I'd probably get a little upset about it. Man, this guy really fucked me, dude. Ah, man. You know, and that reaction is stronger for others. When are we getting a Gibbon Flogged emote? You gotta go out and record it, Box. You gotta flog a gibbon, man. You gotta flog a gibbon for the emote. I have no telegrams? I found that I'm banned for talking about shit. Howdy. Where was this? Rhodes. Alright. 15 minutes ago, Rhodes. Howdy. Deputy Benny. Contact. What was Benny's telegram, man? LR. Thank God he wrote it. Oh. In Blackwater. I'll be in Blackwater at the sheriff's office. So,
Merle, Merle.
so,
Oh, I had it, Pop.
seen Calder?
No, I haven't.
All right.
You didn't bury my flower in the desert, did you?
No, I didn't bury the flower. I've been meaning to give you the dang flower. I forgot. It's been in here the whole time. Dalloway.
Who'd had it? You scared me, fella.
Yeah, sorry for scaring you.
Dalloway, your flowers are on the inside. I forget that fella. The fella that goes around killing snakes. He wanted me to give it to you.
Oh, yeah. All right, well,
So
thank
no-
you very much. I appreciate that.
It's on the bottom, on the cabinet, or in the trunk next to the damn fireplace. Stove.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Right. What's in that packet?
Bill's
That's
lunch
Bill's
is
lunch.
delayed.
Bill's lunch. Let me not unwrap that then. Have y'all seen Adelaide in town today?
No, I have
haven't.
not.
She's
All
not
right.
been in the red room.
I wanted to talk to her about something. Head to Blackwater.
All right. I'm gonna check my telegrams.
Right.
See a man about a.
All right, man. So wrapping back around to wrapping back around to what we were initially talking about before I got distracted and I kind of got sidetracked, man. What were we talking about? Justifications for a criminal character to be a sympathetic criminal character that you can identify with, right? Like Arthur Morgan in the story mode. I want to say John Marston, right? But John Marston is in the process of redeeming himself, right? Red Dead Redemption. So, not John Marston in the first game. I'm trying to think of some more like criminal villains that are sympathetic that you identify with. Walter White is coming to mind, but he is explicitly a criminal villain whose motivations get proven, you know, whose motivations get taken from him, right? And he's put in a position where now he's just doing something because he's a fucking bastard and he's no longer, you know, in the sympathetic role of trying to provide for his family. But he's always been a bastard. Caffeine! Caffeine, holy cow! Caffeine, thank you so much!
Stop scaring my chicken.
Caffeine, thank you so much, man. Dude, really, it means the world to me, man. Billy Blasters.
Mister. I apologize, miss. I didn't intend on doing that. Look, a chicken seems to have wandered over the water tower over there. I apologize.
Okay. You ride safe.
Hold on, miss. I know you. Don't I?
Oh, yeah, I help you get rid of them wasps.
That's fine. You're that Arthur, ain't you?
Oh, yep, that's me.
Well, Miss Arthur, you see, maybe I got a bit of a proposition for you. I ain't sure if you remember me. Name's Deputy Sullivan. Oh, you can go ahead and keep feeding the chickens. I don't want to stop you. I'll give you some space as well. There's a card game we're putting together.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that one jumped right out of there. You see that?
I did.
There's a card game I'm putting together. This Saturday at 8 o'clock Eastern, up in Coulter.
Like today, Saturday, or
next Saturday? Next Saturday.
Okay.
I don't know which day was Saturday. I got bad time sense. Next Saturday at 8 o'clock, up in Coulter, there's a bit of a card game.
Okay.
Now, a fancy author like you, I'm sure you can pick a couple things up, maybe get a little inspiration for your next book. And I'm
Maybe.
sure you made a few dollars selling those books, so I'm offering you a spot, fella.
What's the buy-in?
It's a pretty penny, $1,500.
Oh.
But I tell
Big
you what,
game.
whoever wins walks away with the whole thing. Ain't no house cut, nothing. That's why it's all the way up in Coulter.
Is there gonna be protection?
There's gonna be some protection.
Okay. Next Saturday, what time?
8 o'clock Eastern, so about 2 hours from right now.
Okay. Well, I still have your telegram. Do you need, like, is there a deadline by when you need to know if people are gonna be there, or?
Well, partner, if you think about it, send me a telegram. Let me know if you're interested.
All right, I will.
All right. We got a chicken escaping over here.
Yeah.
I'll leave you be, partner. Tell her, Miss Mary Jane McFarlane. Actually, one last thing. If you see her, can you ask her if she's seen or her, any of her cowboys seen a horse Palomino style? That's the blonde body with the white mane and tail. Foxtrotter.
Okay. Palomino Foxtrotter.
Right. Now, this Foxtrotter might be injured. Might got a bullet in its side and might have been bleeding. Lost my horse in a shootout the other day. Went back to bury it, but I saw the body was gone. So now I'm wondering if the thing's out there limping somewhere.
Well, I will let her know. See if she finds anything. You want me to tell her to reach out to you?
Tell her to reach out to me.
All right.
I appreciate it, mister.
Well, you travel safe, okay?
Give that card game a think.
I will.
I've been wanting to invite Eli specifically, man, because I know him as the rich author, and I don't know him as the, badass criminal. And I think, there could be something really cool that he does, man, because I really like Goosey a lot. I think he's a great RPer.
Caffeine, man, thank you again, dude. Thank you again, man. It really means the world to me when people like yourself are generous, dude. It helps me more than you can actually imagine, man. It truly helps me so much, man. Thank you so much, Caffeine. Billy Blasters, Bushido Billy. Thank you, man. Did I miss the flogging? Here it is. Here's the group that's gonna flog me.
My name's Deputy Frank Sachs.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Isn't it?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Howdy.
Oh, hey. There's a bill of deputy. All right.
Just in time, man. Literal Bear's running out. He's finding the gibbon. He's getting the flogging tools. Ready, man. We're gonna flog that little gibbon, man. What is flogging, by the way? Is that like dunking someone's head in a big like pool of water? Oh, it's whipping somebody? I thought it was dunking someone's head in a pool of water. Like bobbing for apples, but you're forcing the guy by grabbing the back of his head. Oh, it's you getting whipped with a stick, man. Way off. I am way off. Well, what is I don't. Is this TOS? Am I not allowed to talk about methods of torture on Twitch? Probably not. Probably not. What was I thinking, man? What was I thinking? I was thinking of grabbing a little gib and dunking him in water. Waterboarding? When I think of waterboarding, right? When I think of waterboarding, I think of, you know, lean back, towel over the face, and water poured on them. Is I guess any thing where somebody's forcibly interacted with water is waterboarding? All right. Let's move on. I don't know if this is TOS or not. Apple bobbin. Forced apple bobbin. Just permanently. Ay, ay, ay. They're gonna put me in the pillory, man. They're gonna lock me up in the pillory and people are gonna throw tomatoes at me. Howdy. Get the voice back.
Almost looked like a lantern was coming through the door, with no person attached.
Oh, the lantern is mighty bright. I like turning it up just a little bit more. Right, just a little bit more so I can see just a little bit farther, but it uses a little more fuel.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that might have been why. Maybe the brightness just obscured you, and it actually wasn't that the lantern came through the door well before you did.
Must be. You seen Deputy Benny? Has he shown up to the office here?
In the 15 or so minutes that I've been awake, I've not seen Benny in town.
All right. I'm waiting for him here. I want to talk to him about something.
Okay. Feeling any better today with your injury?
Yeah, I'm feeling better. I can move. Damn, Stitches, well, Grace is healing now.
Gotcha.
I have to say that mountain air up in Coulter, well, I know some folk don't like it, but it was actually a little nicer to breathe. The desert sometimes gets a little hard. It's the humidity, I think. Or not the humidity, the damn heat, sorry. Ain't no humidity in the desert.
Yeah, I think there's definitely something to be said for...
To give a wrestling
the
example,
clearness
I
of
love
the
wrestling
air
examples.
up
I
in the
want to read that
mountains
in a
as
second.
opposed to with all the dust coming at you.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
You get too high though, it starts to be a little bit harder.
I'm gonna grab some food real quick.
Sure.
To give a wrestling example, some of the heels that I enjoy the most are not as focused on being the typical big mean guys. Instead, they're trying to be the best by any means necessary. Is that Hathaway? No. Man, I'm paranoid, dude. Instead, they're trying to be the... I see that long ponytail and I get paranoid. Instead, they're trying to be the best by any means necessary. I don't know exactly how that could translate to playing a crim, but that's what came to mind when I think about how to make a likable bad guy. Man, I absolutely love MJF, dude. I absolutely love MJF, and he has such a great story, right? He cut a promo recently, man, and he said, yeah, you know, when I was growing up, man, you know, I had ADHD, I had ADD, and people used to bully me. And I realized, you know, I can't depend on nobody. The only person I can depend on is myself, right? The only person I can depend on is myself. Oh, that guy's a mask on. You see that? I got a mask on. Oh, fuck. Oh.
Partner, some folk with a mask just went into the damn general store.
Okay. Did they
Yeah.
say anything to you, or just...
No, I walked up the stairs, and as soon as I was at the top, I heard them running. There's 3 of them. Be aware. Be careful.
Okay. Didn't,
That
did
guy
he
right there, I think.
have any guns out at all?
Howdy.
Howdy, fella.
Howdy, partner. You alright?
Hey, pal, you hear us?
Hey,
Fellas,
partner?
what are you
Howdy,
up
partner. See that fella running with the mask over there? Be careful, mister. Think there's someone up to no good.
Oh, that right.
That's right.
Well, there is someone up to no good. It's me. Give me your money.
All right, partner.
Right now. You got 2 guns on your stick.
Put the fucking gun down.
All
No,
right,
you put it down. Put it
Put
down.
your guns down first there, partners. Come on now. We can be calm
All
about
right.
this, or we can be reasonable.
And then what?
Just put it down.
We put our guns down, and then what happens?
We could all
We
walk
have to get
away
hurt.
like this, like men.
Just put your
I
hands
don't
up.
know who you are or what you want.
Yeah, I want you to put that gun away right now.
Get the fuck back over there. Stop coming over here.
Or what? I'm gonna tell you again now, lawman. Put that gun down.
Or what?
Partner,
It doesn't have to be violent.
who you put the gun down? It ain't worth
You
it.
started pulling guns out, and now you're making demands. So stop coming towards me, and we can talk. Just put the guns down.
You fast.
You said you wanted money, partner. Is that right?
How
That's
about
right.
Pop comes over here, and then I'll put my gun down.
Right, let's all do it on the
How
count
about I
of
just
3.
put
We're
my
gonna
gun
put
on
our
Pop
guns
too,
down.
and then you can put yours down because he's a
1,
little outnumbered and you don't want him getting hurt, huh? How about
2.
that?
Hathaway, I don't think anybody here wants to get hurt, right? You were just shot pretty recently.
Yeah, I got some sore ribs from that, yeah.
Okay, you don't want to make him any worse. Pop was shot too. I don't want to make those any worse.
Leave it
I don't
away,
want to get
so put
shot
your gun
either.
down.
So I
We
don't
don't
also
wanna
don't
shoot
want to get
anyone.
robbed, right? I already know who you are, so it's really not worth it for you.
It isn't, but it's a bit late now because you know who I am.
Right, okay. So you put your guns down, you get the fuck out of here, and nothing comes of this.
See, we lost a lot of guns the other night when you all came barging into the slaughterhouse we did, so we need a couple extras.
Jesus Christ.
Give us one of your guns.
Okay,
we all
that's all
walk
you
away.
want is guns?
Yeah,
One gun.
yeah. Throw that pistol on the ground and we'll leave.
Partner, you throw that pistol on the ground, they're gonna rob you everything you got.
Nope, promise. I'm not
Now
going
you
to touch
hold on
anything
now.
else. Just
You
that
got
I
my
don't
face,
trust
and I'll
the
give you
word
my
of a
name,
criminal,
too.
partner.
You can come and get that gun later, but you're gonna give me that gun now.
Okay,
Name's
Hathaway,
Michael
we've
Sticks.
done this before, right? So
Yep. You know I
you give
kept
me
my
your
word
word,
then too. Yeah, I give you
I'll
my
drop my
word.
gun,
Yeah,
you take it, you
Won't
get the
touch
fuck
it.
out of here.
yeah, pretty much. That's it.
Fine.
Keep a weapon trained on him, boys.
Move over there with your friends.
Come on now, Pop, put the
Alright, I'm
gun
gonna
down.
put my gun down. Alright.
Y'all are gonna get someone killed. Them folk just robbed us.
Yeah, those three over there. Hathaway, I think one of them was Willard Carmine. Not sure who the third one was.
Oh man,
I don't have a
Go
gun.
after
but
them.
we should, yeah, we can.
I could give you a gun.
I want them to get away, man. I thought that the standoff was fucking awesome. The Mexican standoff was awesome. I hope they get away, man. I don't wanna arrest them after that. That was so cool. I hope we don't go hard, man. I hope we don't go super hard against them. I was willing to let him walk away after that, man. Fuck.
Careful, mister. Which way they go?
Well, they surely casually walked out, and they went towards that way, so...
I don't know when they would have horses. They were just walking around in the alleyway.
No, man, the standoff was way cooler, man. The standoff was way cooler, man.
They went past the corner.
I want him to get away with the gun.
I didn't see anything. Was it just a basic robbery? What did they want from y'all?
They want guns, partner. It looks like they're arming themselves.
Yeah, they're upset because they had a bunch of guns taken off them when they were arrested the other night. I'm sure all three of them were involved. I only know for sure Hathaway. I'm pretty sure we're willing. We'll loop back around real quick.
All right.
Blackwater seem to have left there.
Also, now that I know that they're
I feel like we should
willing to steal guns and not like, you know, gun you down, kidnap you, man. I think just dropping the gun in the future, man, could work.
They left your Schofield on you, Bob?
I didn't put it down. I kept it trained on them. I think they wanted to cut their losses. There they're gone.
Oh, that was fucking cool, man. That was really cool, man. Fuck. Who plays Hathaway, by the way?
Bobby, you see anybody running around with masks?
In that direction, about a minute before you guys rode past me.
Okay. Alright, thank you. Go ahead.
Castamere Gold. That was really cool, man. He's live. Guys, give him a follow, please. Castamere Gold.
Picking it up.
I want to do the report, man, so that I can give them as little time as I can, man, because that was really cool.
Turn around.
Christ.
Sorry.
I asked them if they seen anything, any riders, but they kept on moving.
Okay, ignored you.
Kinda looked like Everett.
A little bit.
Ram the lesser eight. Wait a minute. What's going on, Zodi?
Let's go pick it up for a bit.
I thought Hathaway was still in Sisika.
Apparently not.
He got out yesterday morning or whatever. He tried to rob a bank yesterday night, but they couldn't get in with the phone.
I saw that damn ponytail of his. I recognized him.
To try to keep his identity a secret at first.
For those of us who were on the wheel spoke, who exactly is this fellow?
He runs a gang. His name's Hathaway. I ain't sure what his gang's called.
Bond, okay.
The Bond.
The Baldur's Gate game, is that D&D related? Yeah, it's based on D&D. It's based on the system of D&D. It's in the world of D&D. I don't know if it has any relation to the first two Baldur's Gate games. I haven't really played very much of it. But I played those first two games, man, and they were so good. They were so good. And the third one is a little bit more like Divinity rather than the first two games, which I actually like more. Darth, I really don't think that Baldur's Gate 3 has anything to do with Baldur's Gate 1 or 2. I think Baldur's Gate 3 is a completely standalone thing from my knowledge. Man, I can't hear what he's saying.
Alright. If they are in town and they draw weapons on us, should we just tell them to clear out of town?
Whoa!
Creed, what are you doing?
That was badass. Jesus Christ.
Oh, my horse is looking good.
Hop on, Jesse. I'll take you to town. We'll get the damn stable boys come up, look at that horse.
Creed, the only way you can make this up to us is tell us if you've seen anybody running into town with guns out.
Just leave it in the middle of the road. No, there's a bunch of deputies on the porch. There's nobody doing that shit.
Yeah, it must have took a different turn somewhere.
All right, thanks.
Oh,
Where are
look
you
at
headed?
that. He's still kicking. Yeah, he's helping me. So easy.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I can see how lively he is.
Partner. Partner, you seen folk riding to town with guns out?
No, I did not. You chasing somebody?
Where we was, we might have lost them.
Yeah.
He was chasing Hathaway and the Bond.
Okay.
They
Well, now
probably
you know,
rode
Creed,
around.
we're chasing your fellas. Yeah, that's right. So go ahead and tell me where you're going.
I mean, I'm just going somewhere else to gamble because I'm not having any good luck here.
Somewhere to gamble, eh?
Well, since the cat's out of the bag anyway, let them know we're looking for them and they ain't gonna get away with what they did.
Wait,
What
is
did
this?
they even do?
I'm pretty
They
sure
know.
this I'm pretty sure this fellow's wanted for vandalism. You're the one with the coyote heads, aren't you?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Kane Creed? You been dropping coyote heads?
Coyote
at,
heads?
The officers out west here.
Don't think so,
got-
no.
We got your fingerprints on one of them, I'm pretty sure, so...
What?
Save
I
yourself
don't
some
recall
trouble. Not
having
mine,
my
right?
fingerprints.
You
I
were
don't
just...
recall them ever being taken.
Are you
Yeah,
kidding?
we
You were just
also saw
arrested the
you,
other day. We have to take your fingerprints to process it.
Nobody took my fingerprints in St. Denis.
We also
we
saw
already
you
have them
stalking
on
the Valentine
Yeah,
Sheriff's
nobody's ever
office
taken my
yesterday.
fucking fingerprints.
We already had them on file. You wouldn't have been processed.
I
otherwise.
don't know how
It
because
doesn't
nobody's
happen.
ever fucking taken them.
Okay. Would you be willing to come with us to the office? We'll check your fingerprints, make sure this anonymous fingerprint holder that is on your file is actually you, or isn't, and then you'll be cleared of all suspicion if they aren't.
Sure.
Okay, let's go ahead and head to the Armadillo office then.
Alright,
We'll
I
follow
reckon
you.
you fellas have got this. I'm gonna head out east. We got a lot
I
of
was
work
just
here.
sat talking to them for like 15 minutes. Like,
Wait,
just-
so
If it's a just a misunderstanding, you'll be on your way.
wait, so what about coyote heads? How is he vandalizing with coyote heads?
He's been cutting off coyote heads and sticking them all around town.
Sorry about your horse, Jesse, but that was pretty badass.
What?
And
Yeah,
on
he was
top,
looking okay. He was looking okay.
on top of that, he was scoping out the Valentine Sheriff's office when Coyote was there.
You can take it to a shot.
So he's cutting off coyote heads and then stapling them to things?
Yes.
Alright. So just so we're on the same page, the problem is that he's nailing them to surfaces, not that he's killing coyotes, right?
Yeah, it's him
I just wanna-
vandalizing Armadillo.
I want to make sure we're not setting a precedent of making it illegal to hunt coyotes.
No, it's more so the fact he's vandalizing Armadillo.
All right, good, because I would be a multiple-time offender.
Wonderful.
Ay, ay, ay. Mind stepping into the office with us? Ay, ay, ay. He's wanted for nailing coyote.
Right.
Yeah, you
Right.
needed to talk about
Right, I wanted to talk to you about what Adelaide discussed with you the other day. Clementine
Yeah.
told me you was speaking to her about something. I'm only inquiring because, well, I invited her husband out to a card game, and now I'm trying to figure out whether or not I should rescind that offer.
well, all I can tell you what she said. She didn't want to say much, but she alluded to her husband, I guess, not really talking to her for a few days and her being concerned. But then beyond that, I felt like she was worried about something else. And when I pried a little bit, she made it almost seem like they didn't want to involve the law, because I mentioned to her that if there's anything, that they are in trouble and they need some help, that somebody in the law obviously is going to be the best bet there. And they said, well, we wouldn't want to involve the law. It would just make it worse for both of us. So that tells me that there's something happening there that she doesn't want to talk about. What it is or how big it is, I have no idea. But she was a little distraught about it yesterday too, not being able to find him. And I asked her how long she hadn't seen him, and she said a few days. Normally people, give or take, they're not that, excited about somebody not being around for a few days, but she seemed, pretty worried. That's just what caught my eye on it.
Right. Did she mention anything at all about talking to somebody, giving somebody some information, and making things real tough for her husband?
No, I don't think she mentioned anything specifically about that, no.
All right. Clementine alluded to something like that. I was just wondering.
Maybe she said something specifically to Clem, but yeah, nothing to me about that.
I was just wondering if she told you anything more.
No, I did tell her though to, I mentioned there's got to be somebody in the law you trust. You know, there's got to be. There's so many people. There's got to be one person. So maybe maybe that's you. Maybe if you talk to her, maybe she trusts you and she'll tell you about it.
Well, I might speak to her a little later. I tried her. She ain't seem like she's around right now, so. Mr. Bennett, thank you for just having a short conversation with me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Let's do the MS-20, man. Uh-oh. You hear that? Riders, man. 4, 5, 6 of them, maybe?
¿Qué pasó, señor?
Was that Hathaway and his group?
What you say?
Was that Hathaway and his group just rolling to town?
I see long blonde hair.
That man when
He
you were
just
talking
got out
about
of-
with the long ponytail? Well, that was him, I believe.
That was him? He tried to rob you?
No, I dodged him, but I followed them back just to see who they was.
All right. They just robbed us up in Blackwater, took a gun off of Deputy, I think it's Dan Lynn. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'll let them know.
You guys gonna give chase right now?
I got something I want
I'm
to tell
gonna
you.
head east. I just thought I'd let folk know that they've
We got
Okay.
one of theirs in the office right now. It'd be a real
Bueno, who's?
scramble. One of theirs.
Who's theirs?
Hathaway, the bond.
Oh, you think they're gonna come and try to break him out or something?
Yeah, he's
got
in
the-
there for vandalism because he nailed the coyote's head to a wall or something like that.
You know, all these fucking messages, it's easier just put on a piece of paper, coyote, we're gonna fucking kill you, than all of this fucking butchery of animals.
Well, listen, partner, I ain't crying over coyotes being dead. No offense. They kill chickens, partner.
Is that what you needed to tell us?
That's not what I needed to tell you.
Because whatever it is, I have a bone to pick with you after.
Sure. Clementine was talking to me a little earlier. She mentioned something with Adelaide. Apparently Adelaide, wait, Jesse knows everything, right?
I do, yes.
Coyote.
See, I mean, he knows most things.
You probably know this already, but I thought just in case you didn't. Adelaide apparently talked to someone in order to get Tommy out of trouble. Said some information, but all it did was make things worse. I'm not sure if that person is the person in question right here. But apparently Adelaide's been going around talking about it. Apparently,
What exactly did she spill, specifically?
Well, she didn't go into any specifics. Clementine said she kept things vague. But apparently Adelaide knows that her husband's been meeting with someone and knows that it's been making things worse for him. I don't know who she's told, but she told Adelaide. Or Clementine, rather.
Ay.
She didn't mention no names.
Sorry.
She didn't mention no names.
Tammer, what's going on? Thank you for the follow.
I will meet with Clementine as soon as possible. Was that the
Hammerlade?
information, Pop?
Yeah, that was it. Again, something small, but I figure you should know, right?
See, I hope
You said you
small.
had a... Go ahead.
No, please continue.
Well, you said you had a bone to pick with me.
See, I do.
What's that?
You are sometimes, really mean.
Well, I'm an old fella and I ain't got a lot of patience anymore.
Gentlemen, be aware you got an audience there to the south.
Thank you. Yesterday...
That's Hathaway.
Yesterday you came to me, or we were together, and I believe you put me in a place of comfort. I thought I was gonna die.
sorry to interrupt. Are y'all available to ride?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Right, we are.
How many?
Half
are
the
we?
way. Well, there's maybe 3 of them, but
Half the way is
and
direct
his
south
group-
right there. We see him.
Oh, is he? Wait, is he here? You
He's
see him
right
now?
there looking over the hill. Don't pull your binoculars out. Don't look at him.
Okay. I wasn't aware of that. Senior Deputy Lynn just told me to come over and get some people together to ride out because they were seen running through town. So.
Well, I'll let him know.
That's what I can't get my head.
Yeah.
People on this fucking earth.
I tell him, don't look at him with binoculars, dude. Don't even fucking.
I mean, he's on the vandalism charge. They're gonna let him out any second, right?
Right, but these folk are robbing for guns. They took Dan Lynn's gun, tried taking mine. These folk, they're trying to arm themselves. They're looking for folks to pick off.
I had a long chat with Hathaway in Sisica, and I imagine if he's out now, he's gonna be hunting for a lot more than guns if he bumps into the right deputy.
What do you why do you think that?
Well, we had a long discussion in Sisica about some past events. Certain things that he got away with that sooner or later he's not gonna get away with anymore. Some of the weapons that they stole, they trace back to them. Remember when those people were getting robbed in roads by those masked bandits, Valentine?
I do.
Do you remember who specifically? Because I was trying to look up that file and I couldn't find it. Do you know who specifically?
I can't recall.
Let me ask you a question based off your experience. Say a group of robbers, masked up completely head to toe, are going from town to town robbing deputies. And let's say in one day they hit 3 towns and 3 different sets of officers, took all their weapons. Now, 2 of the officers were Rufus and myself. He had a specifically marked weapon that belonged to him, and I had a specifically marked weapon that belonged to me. One of the masked robbers had long hair the way Hathaway does. Now, we assumed it was them, but because they were masked, we left it at that. 2 days later, Hathaway is taken down, and we find Rufus's weapon, and Hathaway admits that he has mine. Is that enough proof to tie them to the robberies?
I would say so, yeah.
Now, it's definitely a strong hunch, right? And when I talked to Hathaway in Sisica, I told him, Senor, there was many deputies robbed that day. There was a person who wore his hair the same way you did, and 2 of the weapons that were stolen were retrieved from your gang this night. And that's enough already to tie every single one of those robberies by that gang to your name. And this case that is pending, when that goes live, all of those charges together, you're going away forever. And I sort of left him with that. And told him that he's not going to bully me out of a case by threatening me to close it or telling me to stay away. That the only thing that is really going to stop me is a bullet to the fucking head. And I believe that he's worried about those charges eventually getting tagged onto him, and any day now it may happen.
Hey, howdy.
Howdy.
Sorry, folks. Sorry to break up the party here. We got a tip in saying that the Dead End Gang are riding out in Forest 6, spotted Animal Ranch, and Elena's just made me aware that you're the hunting party for the Dead End Gang.
Yeah, it's probably Hathaway and them that alerted them just now.
I'm just letting you guys know, all right?
All right. Thank you, partner.
No problem.
I have to go talk to Dan Lin right now. I have some stuff I have to exchange to him.
I feel like we started 3 different topics and then we never got.
I'm going to be honest with you. I am. There's so much information that hit me so hard there that I don't even know how to sift through it all.
Partner, I feel like every time I talk to Coyote, bless his heart, by the way, every time I talk to Coyote, he tells me like the preamble. Like he starts telling me the information that I need to know to understand what he's about to tell me, but he never gets around to actually telling me what he wants to tell me.
Long story short, there's a case that involves multiple deaths. Coyote went to Sisika to talk about that with Hathaway and said, you're going to be charged with it. Hathaway is now out of Sisika and wants to kill Coyote.
Yeah.
That's basically just that I was trying to get from it, but I wasn't sure if that was the case at the end. So, okay, that makes sense.
I hate to be annoying, but will you guys please accompany me to the telegram?
Yeah,
Alright.
no, of course.
Okay, I don't want to go by myself.
Yeah.
This is a very
Seems
inopportune.
like you made a lot of enemies, Cody. Whole lot of them.
Just doing my job. I try to stay impersonal.
Howdy, Fawn.
Once they serve justice, it will be over with.
I think a lot of folk take getting hanged, going to prison for the rest of their lives real personal, unfortunately.
Where is Bill? Where did he go? He was on the porch.
Was he?
We
I ain't
rode
seen him
past. He went out east. I saw him leave.
Must have some business out there.
We could fucking really use him right now. Okay, can I speak to the four of you right here, away from everyone?
Are we the Dead End Gang hunting party, by the way? The fella came up and told us that, and I didn't hear anything about that.
I really need to talk to Dalloway about another case right now.
Here's the deal. There is someone that I need to go speak with, a key witness that involves this gang that's riding out right now. And this person is available in this moment. And if the Dead End Gang come here and they find out that I'm going to see this person, they're going to do everything they can to stop it. I'm wondering if there is a way that I can sneak out of the west and go see this person. I just don't want to go alone. I also don't want to pull anyone away from any hunting parties out here. Jesse, you know, you've been familiar with what I'm working on. And I was hoping, since you have rapport with this witness as well, that you would come.
Yeah, that's fine. Can you give me 10 minutes to talk to Dalloway then?
See, I'm gonna clear it with Danlin before we do anything. And see what his ultimate call is.
Okay.
Well, look, Coyote, you just let us know what we need to do to help, and we'll do whatever we can, all right?
See, things have been really, really dicey. Seems like I can feel the pressure in the air today. That's not Dalloway, is it? Okay, I sent a telegram, and then we go back to the office.
Oh, wait, let's not leave him.
I guess there's no bone to pick, yeah, I don't know. He started picking a bone and then got distracted, I guess. So I guess he forgives me. No apples, fuck.
I'm so hungry. I am so hungry. I'll be right back.
I have to piss so bad.
All right, you go grab something to eat. You go pee.
Bandit, don't let us down. Keep him alive.
Pop is the #1 abandoner here.
I'm the #1 abandoner.
I still have a bone to pick with you, senor.
All right, well then spit it out.
No, I have to do it in private. I have to chastise you when no one is listening.
Can I help y'all?
Sorry, I helped myself. Will you please excuse me?
Fine.
Sorry.
Y'all got any bread here? Y'all got any bread here?
Yeah, we got some rolls. You want one of those?
Yeah, let me get a little roll. You got butter?
I can butter it for you. That's
All right,
fine.
I'd appreciate that.
Okay, 1 second.
Whenever you're ready. Okay, can we step aside to talk?
Are we supposed to be hunting the Dead End Gang? I'm so confused. Are we the hunters of the Dead End Gang? Or did he mean like someone else? Am I supposed to be hunting them down right now?
Here we go.
Thank you very much.
Of course. No problem.
I hope you don't mind that I gotta eat and run.
Nope, that's totally fine. Good to see you.
Have a lovely one.
You too.
I gotta figure out what's going on. I have to figure out what's going on, man. The Dead End Gang are riding out to find Coyote. They're hunting Coyote. It's not he's not hunting them.
Oh, sorry.
So when you got bread in your hand, your keys all slippery.
Butter hands. Oh, Lord. Mr. Valentine,
Howdy.
can we grab you for a second?
Are we the hunting party?
Tell him.
I don't know. I don't know who the fucking hunting party is.
Can we talk somewhere else really quick?
The Grim Shreemper. The Grim Shreep. Fuck, I can't say it. The Grim Sheeper strikes again. The Grim Shreemper, dude. He's the guy. He's just serving his time. Nobody's talking to him. Ay, ay, ay. We arrested him, and we just left him in the cells for nobody to talk to. At that point, man, just give him like a fucking fine and let him leave, man. Ay, ay, ay. I want to talk to him. I just don't know what to say. Ay, ay, ay.
I'm sorry. Are we the hunting party?
I don't know.
I'm so damn confused. Well, I should send in a tip. Dead End Gang hunting party update. Armadillo safe.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, to be fair, I'm not really sure. I guess we gotta wait until they finish their conversations over there, and I reckon we'll figure it out.
All right.
But you think if time was of the essence, well,
Right.
longer we wait.
You think these fella going around killing folks, stabbing folks, shooting folk, like they've been doing every single other second of every single other day. We should probably go and stop them, right?
Yeah, one would think.
Ay, ay, ay.
Are we gonna walk around in circles until somebody notices us being antsy?
Oh, Christ. Star.
Oh, how'd Pop?
What are you doing, Star? Sitting here.
I was just
I could
jumping
tell
on
you.
a snack.
I could tell you wasn't ready for me to sit down.
I'm ready for you to sit down, Pop.
All right, I'm gonna walk away.
No.
But stay on your toes, Star.
I'm standing
What
on
if
my
I
toes.
what if I was the Wallabies kid and I showed up, sat down next to you? I feel so bad. We arrested a guy for for the most.
Oh, there's somebody
shittiest-
in here?
There's a guy in there for the shittiest vandalism charge in the world, and no one's talking, and we just left him rotting.
How many you up to now? How many bricks have you counted so far?
None.
Oh, I thought you were counting bricks. You were staring at the wall.
Nope, just doing something else.
They got you in the cells here, partner, for nailing coyote heads around town, something like that.
I mean, when you're paid to do something, might as well.
Paid to do it. Someone's paying you to nail coyote heads around.
No, just those two.
Who paid you?
That's funny.
What's so funny about it?
What would I tell you?
Well, 'cause you're sitting here in the cell, and you got a bunch of grief for doing this damn thing.
I mean, not really. I got paid like $500 a coyote head, and I got charged less than 100.
Well, all right. Why coyote
And-
heads?
Yeah, why coyote heads?
I don't know. Why do you wear a green jacket?
I mean, that's simple. My favorite color is green. Is your favorite color coyote heads?
I mean, I was just paid to do a job, mate.
Paid to do a job?
Why?
Coyote heads.
Why the job? Why the job? Did
I
they tell you
didn't
why?
ask. I
You didn't
took
ask.
the money and did it because that covered my gambling for a couple hours.
There was a lot of money. There has to be someone that's willing to give away a whole lot of money for something so simple. Somewhere money just to burn.
A lot of people have money to burn.
That's a lot of money to burn, though.
On coyote heads? I figure most people are burning money on, what, cots these days?
I mean, I know people who have tens of thousands just in gems that they possess. So it's not that far-fetched.
Well, the IRS is going to be coming soon, you know, so...
The fuck is the IRS?
It's the tax people. It's just what it is, you know, everybody in Saint Denis pays tax. I mean, how do you think they live there? How do you think those streets are so clean? They're going to come for everything. Gems and all. Just you
When was
wait.
the IRS founded?
I give it like 20, 30
They
years,
can
maybe.
come
62,
for my
1862.
But unless they're gonna metal detect the entire crossing, they're never gonna fucking find them.
Oh, I see. Okay. So you were a treasure man, huh? I should have guessed with the hat and all, but...
Don't you dare stereotype me.
Well, I just said I should have guessed, but I didn't, so
He
I
got
did
it from
not.
the horse's
Okay,
mouth,
good,
man. Kono himself, the tax man.
How are you doing, Sullivan? You seem to be breathing better from the Aris fields.
Well, I feel a lot stronger.
Good. I'm pretty sure my friends were fairly sure they were gonna catch a murder charge. They acted very frantically.
Well, self-preservation is a son of a bitch, ain't it? 1 second you're Filling a fella up with holes, and the next second you're praying to God, begging that fella don't die. But that ain't not the kindness of their own heart, is it?
Eh. Does anybody do anything out of the kindness of their own heart in the crossing?
Some folk.
There's plenty of folk.
I don't know, a lot of the deputies only do nice things when it benefits them. To make an arrest, to fill out more information in a case.
Well, you're right about that.
I mean, would you be talking to me? Unless... If I... Oh, well...
I'll be
would you
honest
be
with you,
talking
partner.
to
I
me?
saw you standing there looking at the wall. I felt a little bad for you. Counting the bricks. Or I guess not counting the bricks, counting something.
I don't know. Here is way nicer than Sisika.
Well.
Oh, I hate that place.
Oh yeah, according to the new warden, it is no longer for rehabilitation. You were to be punished there. You get daily beatings now.
I don't think that's anything new.
It's the first time the guards have openly said it. It's the first time with the daily beatings as well.
How often were the beatings before? Bi-weekly?
Only when you were mouthy. Now even model prisoners get beaten over the head. I mean, I was a model prisoner according to the deputy warden, and Book of Force fed me vomit and beat me over the head.
My God. Oh
Yeah.
my God. What the fuck?
Stupid luck.
What the fuck?
You okay? That sounded like it hurt.
Force-fed vomit, man.
Makes you wonder if you're on the right side, eh?
Sure.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm on the right side. What happens over there is well, I can feel any which way I want to about it, but it's not my call.
Compartmentalization.
It is what it is.
The compartmentalization of it. It isn't my fault what
I
happens
mean, a
over
lot
there.
worse things have happened there.
Ooh.
Like what?
Impromptu mock executions to put the fear of God in somebody.
I don't think that's new either.
It's only happened the once. Taking a civilian from the island who's related to a criminal, or who's dating a criminal, standing them in front of them and putting a bullet in them and digging your heel into the bullet wound. A lot worse things have happened in Sisika.
Alright, I'm gonna head back
Shoot me,
east.
partner.
I'll take care of here.
The compartmentalization, man, of, yeah,
Oh, wait.
you know, I'm doing the right thing, but that's not my problem. That's over there.
Wait,
I'm
here's
over
the-
here.
You know that partner in the cells said he got paid $500 per head that he nailed up. Said he took the job from someone, wouldn't tell me who. I don't think these fellas have any grievance with you. It looks like someone a little more powerful, a little more richer is giving out money to send a message. And I'm sure there's a reason they chose a coyote's head.
Isn't Hathaway? Doesn't he have some of the longest pockets in the crossing?
Yeah, probably. I ain't too familiar with him.
One second, Fawn.
But from the way it made it sound, well, it could have been him. Ain't he part of his gang, though?
Those guys are loyal to him. That man had a machete and a gun in his hand, trying to kill us in the slaughterhouse when we went to arrest them. He is loyal to Hathaway and that gang.
They're loyal to Hathaway or loyal to the money? That's the real question.
True.
The fella was talking about thousands of dollars worth of gems buried somewhere across the crossing, maybe multiple locations.
You say yes?
Yeah, thousands of dollars of yams buried somewhere across the crossing. Locations you never found it, apparently.
Listen, Pop. I need to tell you what's been fucking bugging me.
All right, you had that bone to pick with me, didn't you?
See,
Well, what was it?
well, yesterday, thank goodness, wherever I went, the guy had no intentions of killing me. But you made it sound like you were gonna come with me, back me. I fucking told you everything. You said, you know, confide in me. I have your back. I tell you, say, okay, goodbye.
Partner, you.
I just stood there holding my fucking verga.
Motherfucker,
you just
you
walked
gotta,
away
you
from me.
motherfucker, you gotta invite me because you told me 20 damn fucking times that if he sees anyone else with you, he's gonna turn around and kill you.
I
and
thought
never
that you were
trust
gonna
you
be
again.
like this from the
Motherfucker,
far.
I am not
You left
a
me. You
mind
just
reader.
fucked off.
I am not a goddamn mind reader. I was respecting the damn craft that you were doing. I wasn't gonna show up and ruin it.
You grumpy old man. I told you, I put my heart in front of you.
You put your heart in front of me?
You put
Partner.
your hand on my shoulder. You gave me advice that you were facing death. I thought, okay, we're gonna face it together. And I told you everything. You said, okay.
Partner, the revelation at the end was that I needed to let you go so that you can go and face your destiny by yourself. That's the trust that I put in you.
No, you were supposed to
No,
fucking
because before
help
we
me.
had that conversation, I was gonna follow you, and I was gonna fucking sneak, and I was gonna make sure you was all right. But you told me to put my trust in you, so I left you alone.
How am I supposed to fucking read your mind?
I don't know, partner. How am I supposed to read your mind? You gotta tell me what you want.
It's just a really suspicious behavior, that's all.
What's suspicious?
Spill the business and you say, okay, goodbye. Oh, yeah, hunting party, guys? Yeah, I'll be with that.
Yeah, Malone came over. I didn't want
Malone.
him thinking that we were just fucking around. He called us Tweedledum and Tweedledee after all.
Coyote. Oh, sorry.
No. What is
we
it?
We need to talk right now.
Fuck, we have to go see this fucker man right now, this witness.
We need to talk right now.
Also, I'm pretty sure we're leading the hunting party against the Dead End Gang, so that means there's no hunting party against the Dead End Gang.
No, what it means is, while you guys are hunting them, me and Valentine are gonna give a slip and sneak away.
It's been an hour.
What?
It's been an hour since they were
My
spotted.
witness has been waiting for 1 hour, and I told him
came up to us and
30
told
minutes,
us we
1
were
hour ago.
I'm
I
gonna
haven't
send
been
an
clocked in
update.
all day.
I'm gonna send an update. Dead End Gang hunting party. Armadillo safe.
There's 30 other deputies on.
Why isn't fucking Bill here? What the fuck? Okay, look, Valentine, we have to sneak away now and go see this guy, or he's lost forever.
All right, now is this something that you want me to secretly follow you and watch you in the bushes for? Or is this something that I can go do something else for, partner? Because I ain't sure what you want from me.
No, me and Valentine will handle it.
No, but does that, when you say no, me and Valentine are gonna handle it, does that mean, yes, we want you to come, or does that mean, no, me and Valentine are actually gonna handle it?
No, we're gonna handle it.
Jesse, can you translate for me?
It means we're gonna be fine. We don't
All
need
right.
you right now, Pop.
All right, now, Jesse, I hope you speak plainly, because I know for a fact Coyote don't.
He's saying he's gonna follow us, yes, or
I
is he
am.
gonna stay?
He's gonna stay here because we don't need him to follow us. We'll be fine.
Okay. Do you understand, Jesse, when he talking?
Yes, I understand both of you.
No, I was talking to Pop.
I understand when Jesse's talking to me, because Jesse speaks clearly and plainly.
Coyote, I need to talk to you right fucking now.
All right.
Okay.
Should I be a part of this, or should I leave?
If you will excuse us, I think.
All right. Partner, I'm gonna assume that the hunting party's not happening. I'm gonna go
Yeah, Lynn said that it would have been nice a while ago, but at this point,
I have
probably...
there's like 30 deputies
Well-
on duty. I don't know why. What the fuck?
So there is this. A tip just came in. There is some... did you see that one from the ranger?
No, I didn't.
Okay, apparently they came across 7 hitched horses, a canyon overlooking Armadillo. Looked like a funeral. They weren't sure if there was like one individual. I'm not going to go after a funeral, but
well, take a look.
Just to be aware. Yeah. Let me go read that real quick.
Canyon overlooking Armadillo, straight ahead, then, right?
Yeah. If you give me 2 seconds, I'll go and confirm that, and I'll come with you.
All right.
So what's going on, partner?
Something's taking place in the canyon over there. Me and Benny are gonna take a quick look. We don't want to interrupt anything going on. We don't want no fight. We just want to see what it is.
All right.
They were doing a patrol around West Hennigan's, but they came across.
Do you wanna wait a second?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
There was like 4 people in Blackwater picking up a coffin, so I think it is related to that person's funeral. I didn't ask who it was though, so.
Well, we ain't gonna show up and arrest anybody.
I just
wanna
thought I'd
take a
let you
look.
know.
I appreciate that. You didn't recognize any of the folk?
I don't know. I think one might have been Deacon. Nah. I take it back. I don't know who any of them were for sure.
All right. Well, we'll report back. If we ain't show up in 30 minutes by the sun up.
Come get you. Yeah.
Right. That canyon over there, I'll be honest with you, I don't know many folk. I ain't affiliated with a certain style of life that frequents that canyon.
Me neither, but they did say it was a canyon and it's overlooking Armadillo, so you don't think it's not that canyon over by McFarland's, right? It's more, maybe
It's
more
this
towards this
one
side.
in front of us.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I haven't been in this very often, so if you haven't either, then it's gonna be the blind leading the blind.
Well, I'll tell you what, I know every single inch of the desert. This state, I know it like the back of my hand.
All right, well then you are leading the blind, and you are not blind, so that's good.
I don't want to.
I don't come out west very often. I was never really allowed to, even when I
Not
was
allowed
in the
to,
department.
partner.
Well, hell, I mean, you look back a year ago. Every time I entered the west, I was either getting shot up, sent backwards, or whatever by the bastards, Zips gang, anybody. It doesn't matter. So I was never allowed over here. I never really got to explore and then figure out the lay of the land.
Hold on, there's a horse up there. See that?
Yeah.
Beautiful one, too.
Looks like there's a lantern on it, or is that somebody with a lantern next to it?
There's a lantern on the horse around the neck. They got to turn down the flame so it ain't too hot. You can tell by the color of light. We're gonna be overlooking from up top, looking down into the canyon. Now I hope they're inside and we don't run into the whole of them. But if we do, let's stop, take a second, see who's there and turn around.
Sounds good to me.
All by his lonesome, that damn horse.
Almost looks like it's kind of just trying to enjoy the view. Perched up on that rock all like that, looking down into the canyon on the town Armadillo. Maybe Maybe he's just taking a breather before he gets back to town.
Oh, that's right. All right, here's the lip
or
of
if
the
you want to
canyon.
go the other side of the outcome, their rider fell off. We completely missed them, not seeing them, and they're hurt down there.
Well, the Rangers will find them.
Okay, all right, yeah, fair enough.
All right, keep your eyes open. See anyone? There's a horse over there with a saddle on it. Keep your voice to a normal talk. Don't yell at all. That horse makes me think something's a little closer that way. Let's get just a little closer, see if we can see that tent from further up. As far as I'm aware, only folk come this far out, come this part of the desert. Kettleman gang, Quails gang. I ain't sure who else. They've made it a very clear point. They don't want folk going in that canyon. And if you do, they ain't afraid to do something about it.
There they are, and they see us.
Well, we ain't causing no harm. We're just taking a look. There's a lot of them. You recognize any?
Too hard to say, honestly. Everybody's pretty much wearing the same thing, and being at a funeral and all, so I can't really see the faces from this far. Just hair colors.
Right. Yeah, I don't recognize any of them. That's a good thing. That means, well, at least they ain't some of the most wanted folk in the crossing. They're probably just some regular folk. Quite a few of them, though. How many did you count there? 7, 8, 9?
Yeah, I counted 9.
9? Let's head back. Seems like they're causing no harm. Does look like a funeral after all.
Funeral in the canyon. Most likely related to one of those groups then, that you mentioned earlier.
It could be. But without some recognition, and especially not without some backup, there's not much we can do about it.
Oh, yeah, no. Ain't suggesting nothing of the like, you know. I wouldn't want to go in there, even if it, you know. Funeral's kind of a place where I personally probably wouldn't want to touch.
That's right. I try to take fights where I know I'm in the right. That way I got everything on my side when I go in it. That's one where folk are gonna be fighting harder than normal.
Yeah, that's true. By the way, you should probably talk to Clem. She's been freaking out for like a day and a half.
About what?
Oh, I don't know. She can't mention it. Just something about between you and her. You're mad at her, and y'all should probably talk, because she just keeps freaking out to me about it, and
Well,
I really
you
wish
why
y'all
I'm
would
mad
talk.
at her, because she's going around telling everybody that I'm mad at her.
Oh, well, then damn it. Then there you go. Then maybe you should talk to her and say, I'm not mad at you. Don't tell people I'm mad at you. And there you go.
I did
Stop.
talk to her. I talked to her this
Okay,
morning.
okay. All right, good.
I said, I am mad at you, Clementine. Stop telling folk that.
Well, at least y'all talk. That's good. Hopefully I don't have to hear about it anymore.
But Christ, Benny, you heartless bastard. She's pouring her guts out to She's pouring her guts out to you, and you want. You're saying
he's just mad at me.
Oh, Christ. Quit your griping, you're telling her. She's saying, quit your griping.
No, I ain't
Leave
like
me
that. I
alone.
ain't gonna tell her to quit grapping. Come on.
Oh, Benny, you heartless bastard.
No, I am not heartless.
Howdy.
Everything was all good?
Yeah, we took a look at the canyon. It does look like it is a funeral after all, but didn't recognize anyone from it, so at least it ain't no Wiley Kid or Jack Kettleman, nothing.
Yeah, no, one of the people there in the casket was this fella called Sully, who I've seen a few times. Sully. He's got a real deep voice. He spends time out here. Like that kind of guy, you know? I don't
I'm
know
not
if you ever met
familiar,
him.
but...
Okay. Anyway,
well, rest in peace, I suppose.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna head to Blackwater. You'll be safe here.
Alright.
Are they still talking, man?
Howdy, Pop.
Howdy. Sorry.
Guarantee you.
Just heading over to remind you, I went from Armadillo to the canyon, scoped out a funeral. It's now the next day, and y'all are still here talking instead of going to visit that person you wanted to visit. Just reminding you about that.
Some people are just something else. Yeah, I hope so. Hopefully, I hope whenever the first time is for me, I hope it's like a really good one. And
Where's the
with
piss
all the
pot in
effort
here?
and
What piss
putting
pot?
everything together and
Wait,
all
there
that.
ain't no piss pot in here.
There's no piss pot in here. I don't want folk pissing in here.
Well, where the hell do we piss at?
Yeah, hold it.
Oh, no, come on, man. I'm going behind the building.
There's an outhouse behind the Red Room, I think. Well, it used to be. I think it might have got moved.
I definitely don't believe it. I've done one.
Some feller called Hathaway.
But it was for somebody who got arrested for bank robbery.
Suspected funeral man.
Holy smoke.
Hey there, shots fired in Blackwater. Deputy kidnapped, Tulaw responding. Fuck. When was that? 3 minutes ago.
Alright, but you know, I guess they did the crimes.
Deputy got kidnapped in Blackwater.
But,
I'm going over there.
I just couldn't even imagine saying.
I think Rabbit was AFK for a second. I would have liked Rabbit to come with me, though. That's alright. Let's move. Deputy kidnapped, man. I'm thinking, we got that message about Hawk. Somebody from Hathaway's gang. He was, like, requesting that he could check his telegrams in Blackwater. I'm gonna assume that it's Hathaway related, but it could also be Dead End Gang related. I'm certain they have the motivation to kidnap deputies. They already wanted to have a talk with Coyote. They've already wanted to have a talk with who's the guy? Dalloway. They did have the talk with Dalloway after all. Oh, is that Eli still, man? Am I still scaring off Eli's chickens, man? Damn. Did it again. Wolves? They're glitched. Eli's been trying to do these same chickens for hours, man. Couldn't see those faces. Couldn't see if they were masked up or not. When people say fix your saddle, what do they mean? So, if your horse glitches out a little bit, right? People that ride alongside you will start to get a prompt that says jump to horse, right? And if they interact with that prompt, they'll jump off of their horse and they'll jump onto your horse. When that prompt is up, it forces... Ooh, when that prompt is up, it forces your horse to match the speed of the horse to your, like, to, that you're next to, right? The glitched horse. And it's very annoying to ride with, because the camera angle changes and everything. The camera will move a little bit more to the left. Because it's trying to get both horses in view. It's just a really annoying thing to ride next to. So, putting your horse away, putting it back, fixes that. You can just flee the horse. You shouldn't be able to just flee the horse because they have that thing where if your horse gets too far away from you, you can't whistle it until you get back to a stable. We'll flee the horse later and test it out.
Howdy, y'all are riding out for that deputy? What was that?
That's been resolved. We've got a group going out to go look for that group because our deputy's back, but that group's still out there.
I see.
Let's mount up and go.
We got deputies looking for the deputies looking for somebody. We got the deputies looking for the deputies that are looking for the deputy that was kidnapped.
Belen, look in the case file, FAO likely about rustling in flat.
Pop.
What?
Howdy, Pop.
Howdy.
How you doing?
All right.
Dalloway said, I bumped into her today in Armadillo. She told me to tell you that you need to give her some flour or something.
Well,
I don't know.
I let her
Something
know what
like
the
that.
flower was. It was in the office the whole time.
All right, fair enough. Apologies. I thought I'd just pass the message along. That's all.
That's all right. That's all right. I appreciate you telling me.
How you been?
I've been all right, been better.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Is
I'm
this
glad
the
you
fella
ain't doing
that
okay.
took a deputy from town?
No, this is a moonshiner that Maple and I caught just beforehand. The person that took Bill was the Northwest gang. They just been spotted near Riggs. Hunting parties just left. So.
Oh, they took Bill.
Took Bill. They robbed him and they dropped him off a few minutes later here in Blackwater. They didn't take him out of town. They found him at the general store.
Well, that makes sense that we had no idea where Bill was.
Yeah, he was caught in the general store. They robbed him there. They took him a little down the street and dropped him off and then left.
All right.
But yeah, Northwest gang, about 3 of them, I believe.
Northwest gang. I've been hearing more about these folk. I've been hearing a lot more about these folk.
Yeah, there's a person called Anders Borgerson or something like that, Scandinavian fella. He rides with them, and then there's North himself.
Right.
I had suspicions a little while back that they were involved in that theater bombing. Remember the oil tanker that ended up blowing up St. Denis Theater? I have suspicions that was him.
I don't believe I'm familiar with that. I didn't see it in the papers.
Right. Yeah, it was pretty devastating. They ended up completely disfiguring a man. But yeah.
Christ.
They were leaving, when I was investigating it, they were leaving sandy footprints and strands of long blonde hair at the oil area in Heartlands, the oil factory there.
Right.
It seemed that they had prepped the wagon there and then taken it on the tracks all the way to St. Denis.
Christ.
Whenever I seem to look into cases to do with the Northwest gang, they seem to be multiple dusty footprints because they come out from the west. And this Anders is he's got long blonde Scandinavian hair. Seems to have that fall out from time to time and being left in places.
I see. All right.
But yeah, anyway, that's all I
Bill's
know.
all right though. He ain't dead.
No, he's fine. He got stocked up again in the cabinet here. He's doing okay.
All right.
I'm not sure where he's gone though. He might have gone with a group to go hunting. I'm not sure.
I need to go check. I need to go check my telegrams.
All right.
Thank you for
You
letting
stay
me
safe.
know. You as
No
well.
problem.
Northwest gang, man. I've been hearing about the Northwest gang a lot recently.
They're not.
New gang, man. New gang. They blew up the Saint Denis Theater. They blew up the Saint Denis Theater, man. That's crazy, dude. Fuck. New gang, man. I haven't ran into him at all. I'd like to. I'd like to run into these guys. Sandy footfalls and balding leader. Oh, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Howdy. Howdy, mister.
Hello there. Almost Crazy is blowing up an ice cream shop.
Hey, Pop, just wanted to say sorry if you wanted that thing in the alley to go a different way. I've been in a situation like that with Hathaway before, so I figured if he told me he was just gonna take my gun, that's what he would do.
Well, partner, you seemed like you knew what you was doing. I didn't know the fellas. I couldn't trust them. But everything got
fair
away
enough.
just fine, all right? I was afraid we might drop the guns and all of a sudden tables turn and they might try something dangerous. Lots of folk these days kidnapping deputies, killing them. Been a few deaths
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that in most cases where I don't have at least some level of understanding of the individual holding me up. That's why, I didn't immediately put my gun down. But
Look, partner, I could tell you knew what you was doing. Don't fret none. I knew you could. I know you had some good judgment about the situation.
sure, no, fair enough. Just figured we'd make sure I check in on that with you.
Well, it's all right, partner. We
All
both
right.
got away alive, and that's all that really matters in the end.
Yeah.
All I've. We both got away all I've. Slipped up there. All right, man. Is that guy on the left there one of the people that tried robbing me? In that alleyway? Can't tell. Clothing looked right. Looking at us with binoculars, so something's up.
I ain't sure who these folk are, but it look like they're up to no good.
Looks like, yeah. We're gonna be heading out after the Northwest gang in a little bit. Aside from that, we're stick around town till they leave.
Guess what? What, Salad Bandit?
Did you wanna come with us or not?
Sure, I'll come with
Northwest
you.
gang.
I'll come with you.
Get bone butt.
Pop's gonna tag along as well.
Gibbons have no asses.
We'll just. We should wait to leave until we figure out these folks.
Evening.
Howdy, Pop.
Howdy there. You recognize any of them? Folk passing the town?
That big group had Josie Adders. I'd imagine that's probably
Apologies about that.
You're good.
Think it might be who?
I heard there was something on the tip about a funeral or something happening out west. So maybe it's James Kelly's funeral posse.
Oh, maybe.
All right.
Did Len step out?
Well, I think someone told me who the funeral was for. It was a Sully or something like that. Not no Kelly.
All right,
Sully,
we
is
ready
that
to
what
go?
it was?
I wouldn't leave until this group leaves.
Okay.
They ain't left yet?
No, they're still sitting around in the far corner of town.
Schmelly? James Schmelly, dude.
Come on now.
Group of six that just came around the corner that way.
Hog
Get out
tie
of
that
town
fella,
now,
bring him
okay?
to the damn cells. Hey, you know what? Get him out of here.
I told you.
All right. Let me
Knock
kick
that
him.
fella out.
Say, let me kick him with the jump. One time. Just one kick.
No, I'm taking him to cells.
You missed the opportunity. You should have took that kick.
Y'all mounted for something?
We're going after Northwest Gang in a moment.
Best of luck to
Damn
y'all.
it. Thank you.
Where y'all headed?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Pardon, Marty?
Where my hat go?
Don't come back.
Now we can go out that way and take a look.
We'll follow you.
Which corner are they in? The one behind me?
They were by the fish monitor before. I'm not sure if it's still there.
So over that way.
Let's go. Let's go this way.
Well, good luck, lawful, I guess. Thanks for help.
Thank you.
Take care.
Adios, Chef.
Oh, well, I just woke up. So, nothing's ruined my day yet, but give it 5 minutes. So who the fuck is that? Up next.
One of them's got a gun out.
It's time they fucking put it away.
Yeah, I don't recognize.
Come on, boys. That's right, scatter off, you fucking.
Oh man.
That's right, scatter, you little fucking
Oh man.
Good work, everybody.
All right.
Back to it.
Hey, thank you, Sheriff.
They saw
So
me
then-
and they had to fucking run. They knew.
I didn't see that.
Nor this blonde. I don't think any one of them were a blonde man.
I didn't recognize Nora.
The only blonde was Josie.
I can't seem to do anything today. I'm gonna go back to the office and take a nap.
Taking tips. Okay.
Yep.
Take the rear.
I'll just poke my nose in the office real quick and check them if we've got an update or not.
Mr. Hawk? Yeah, I can hear you.
Alert someone in Rhodes, planning to take a hostage, 3 folk.
$10 fine. You're on time served. So you're just gonna get the 210 fine and let walk.
Country bumpkin look I had.
Alright.
HVT update. High value train at 9. Hunting.
Alright.
Blackwater shots. Fire resolved. Coyote Rabbit Jesse. 3 armed individuals at
You're all
rigs.
fine, and I'm gonna let you out, give you your guns back, and you'll have to give me that system.
I think we're gonna head to Rhodes.
Have you guys... Do you guys ever stay up, man, a little bit too late And all throughout the night, you wake up several times and you're just filled with dread.
What was that?
Still coming with us?
Sure.
All right, we're headed to roads. 1221.
Take the rear.
And you're just filled with absolute dread, man. It's like a palpable feeling of dread. I don't know where you guys feel it, but I feel it physically. In my eyes and bridge of my nose.
You shouting up there, Hutch?
Yep.
So,
Man, I stayed up way too late last night, man. When I stay up too late, man, I feel that dread all throughout the night. Eyeballs and top of the nose. Chest and gut are the areas for me. That's where I feel the dread, man. I feel dread in my eyes and my bridge of my nose. I feel anxiety in my teeth. That's how it is for me, man. I don't know if you guys, if anyone else has like specific places where they feel powerful emotions. You understand the teeth thing? You get that too?
Yes. Pick it up.
Man, if I'm on edge or like really pissed off, I don't think I feel anger in my teeth. I can't remember the last time I've been like genuinely like just really angry at something. I've been annoyed at stuff, I've been disappointed. But I can't remember the last time I was genuinely angry at something. Where like I'm like fuming, dude, you know what I mean? I'm trying to think. I'm not a person that gets angry very often. Again, I get annoyed, right? But I think there's a difference between annoyed and angry. Completely unrelated topic, by the way. I don't want to make this sound like I'm annoyed or angry about this. This is completely unrelated. Completely, and I mean that sincerely. I know how this can sound after having that conversation. I think the little thing I was talking about yesterday, the little surprise, the little reveal, that might be delayed a little bit. That might be delayed a little bit for some outside circumstances that showed up. So, right? So, it's gonna be delayed significantly enough that if it even happens anymore now, because of outside circumstances.
We've got a group of 3 in the roads potentially trying to rob and extort someone.
That I might have.
So we're going out there to possibly intercept.
Okay. I might be able to debut the new character, man. In the interim, between that. Right?
Ryder? That can move up and take my spot if he needs.
Yeah, do that so you can hear.
That, let's swap places.
Understood.
So either that, or I do something on Pop, man, and I'm just, you know, I'm really floundering on Pop right now, because that OOC time, man, the fact that the 10-ton gang still have like another week of OOC time is killing me, man. I just can't complete my storylines. right? So unless I figure out a new storyline, or I like really push to integrate myself more in the Coyote storyline, right? Then I gotta figure out something new to do, and I don't want to force myself in the storyline, man. Coyote says, I just want to talk to Jesse. All right, dude, fine. I'll go do something else. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna, you know, either I'm in it or I'm not in it. You know what I mean? And I think there's a little bit of, on my end, I should be pushing to get myself involved in it more, but either I'm in it or I'm not. So,
there's no deputies there. You want to go that's fine. Just make sure you send another.
I gotta figure out something new to do, man. I gotta figure out a new arc, because my dead end gang arcs are mega dead because of OOC time.
Hologram station.
Say that one more time, Hutchinson.
Can you and the connector send a tip that we're all here? I'm gonna go check tips real quick with the rest.
Yes.
So I gotta figure out what I want to do, man.
Out of there.
If there's nothing in town here, man, I'm gonna see something.
All right, no updates on our group.
We got descriptions.
One of them's gruff. They look like they're from out west, not from the crossing.
Partner, something came up. I gotta let my head down.
All right, Pop. Good seeing you for a brief moment.
Good seeing you as well, partner.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay my head down, man. I gotta figure out what to do, man. I explicitly kind of didn't fully dedicate into this storyline because I thought I was gonna be doing something really, really soon here. So now I gotta readjust and figure out what I'm doing. Can I harvest these? Maybe with the right tools I can.
So.
I'm gonna end, man, just because I don't want to drag stuff out if I can't figure out what I'm doing here, man. And I wanna push an arc. I don't want to just kind of blindly do things. So I'm gonna raid somebody, man. Man, tomorrow, dude, or the day after, Monday, I'll be back and I'll have something in mind of what to follow up with. But my storylines are really jumbled right now. I don't really I kind of have to readjust hard, man, and I don't want to kind of drag stuff on. All right, guys, man, I promise I'll be back tomorrow, the day after. I'll try, and we'll have some direction, man. I'll think of some direction. I'm just a little lost right now because all my storylines are put on halt, or I'm having to readjust.
So I'll see you guys, man. I'm gonna raid somebody.
Sunday saint, fooling your neighbor. That's what you think. Reading the good book,
Looks like Bill just started the stream.
This little song holds good advice.
Have a great night, everybody, man. Eyes, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you so much, man. If you're around, thank you immensely, dude. Caffeine, thank you so much for the gift subs, dude. Caffeine, thank you so much, man. Really, 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 it means the world to me. And I know I say that a lot, but it's because it's true. And, you know, I'm just so humbled, man. I'm grateful, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Have a great night, everybody.
That's what you think.